What's up? What's up? What's up, my mind your money business folks? It's me yet again with another video. But today I am outside. I am outside. I am outside. As you can see, is the beach. Yeah, I'm outside today. Right. I get a little sunshine. Well, not sunshine because the sun will be setting soon. But what I want to do today is talk about 23 ways to make more money so that you can stop living paycheck to paycheck. Because there are a lot of people in America right now living paycheck to paycheck, and that sucks. Having a little drink here while I'm outside by the beach or near the beach. Uh, Again, to me, budgeting solves all those questions, and lowering your debt to income ratio keeps you from living paycheck to paycheck, right? So, again, I'm going to talk about these ways that you can make more money, possibly, you know, depending on your situation, and how you can stop living paycheck to paycheck. Uh, because the secret to making more money doesn't always lie in a specific career path or by paying for a college degree. College is not the only way to be successful. College is good, learning is good. There's a lot of money these days that are being made in trades, being an electrician, being a constructionman, working for a construction company. You learn about it, then you may create your or start your own construction company. The same with being an electrician. You learn the trade, and then you can become a general contractor, so on and so forth. So, you know, there's no set way to become successful, especially in America. There's no specific way to become a millionaire. You can become a millionaire just by making $50,000 a year if you were to live below your means. Keep your debt to income ratio low, or get rid of all debt. So sometimes your financial woes can't be solved simply by decreasing your spending. You may decrease your spending, but your pay may not be that high. You may not be able to invest a whole lot of money. That 15% of your income may not be a lot, depending on your total income for the year, minus taxes, right? Or before taxes. So regardless of your reasons, there are a multitude of ways to increase your income and reach your financial goals. But first, excuse me, you have to set goals. You have to create a plan. If you have no plan and you have no goals that you're trying to obtain, then there's no direction that you're going into. Where are you going? You can't just say you want to be successful and then expect to be successful. You have to create a roadmap. You have to create goals. You have to write these things down. You have to see it. You have to believe it. You have to read it. And then you put action behind those ideas and goals to make it happen. So, the first thing I want to talk about is negotiating a pay raise on your current job. Are you just doing the bare minimum, or are you going above and beyond? Even if you don't like your job, you can still not like your job and make good money. And then when that money starts to come in, you may start to like your job even more, right? It depends on the person. So, but if you are a valued employee at your present job, then don't be afraid to ask for a raise, especially if they're not asking you one. Like for me, I wrote myself an award. I've done it several times. And each time that I wrote myself an award, submitted it to my manager, I got it. And then the last time I received, I think $500 or $2,500. Yeah. So, don't be afraid to ask for a raise. In the federal government, it's different. There's you have to wait a certain time in pay grade, but you're more than welcome to submit for a higher paying job, a grade level job, if you qualify. But this is a simple way to increase your income without adding hours or rearranging your life, you know, in a major way just to make more money. Ask for a raise. It's just that simple. They're either going to say yes or no. The second thing you could do is apply for a new job. If your current job's not paying you enough money, apply for a new one that does. The average yearly raise for an employee is only a few percent, but the average raise if you switch jobs is 10 to 20%. There are people that I know leave jobs all the time because the pay is a lot much higher at the new job. So there's a major pay bump just for changing companies. In the federal government contracting, People switch all the time. You can be working for a government contracting company for 3 months and leave and go to another company. I know people that do it till this day. And also, negotiating a starting salary is when you have the most leverage with your employees. Now, I will say, coming out of the military, you're set, or you're conditioned to accept your salary. So, coming out of the military and going into the private sector, say contracting, you're you're able to negotiate your pay, and that's something that I had to get used to. I was used to being told or just knowing what my pay was going to be, but you have to negotiate your pay raises, and that's what I've done when I was a contractor. The third thing you can do to make more money and stop living paycheck to paycheck is freelance or start a side hustle utilizing your passion. Are you good at cooking? Uh, what type of hobby do you like or have? Do you like building furniture? Is that a side thing that you like to do? If it is, start making extra money by doing so. Whether you're a graphic designer, computer programmer, or love life coaching or creating budgets, hit me up if you're trying to create a budget, right? Start completing jobs for your own clients and bring in some extra cash. You can make extra money, people, by creating a business. You need to create a business. America's built around, we always complain about how much money we're paying in taxes. But if you had a business, there are many things that could be written off. That's why the rich pay little in taxes, because they have a business. They have an overhead. They have millions and millions of dollars that they're paying in healthcare, insurances, uh, private jets, vehicles, so on and so forth. There are so many things that they can write off on their taxes because they have a business. They're employing people. They're providing jobs. So they are allowed to write certain things off. So you need to do the same, or you can do the same. The choice is yours. The fourth thing you can do is embrace your crafty side. If you have a creative touch, embrace it. Embrace it. Sell your designs. If you like making bracelets, necklaces, um, furniture, whatever it is, start selling your creations. Uh, the fifth thing you can do is share your love for your locale. If you love your city, share the love with tourists by becoming a tour guide. I know my brother did that. My brother, not my brother, but my brother's wife. She's Japanese. She became a Japanese tourist. They lived in Hawaii, and so the Japanese, they loved visiting Hawaii, and she became a tour guide, and she got paid to do that. The sixth thing you can do, sign up for temp work. There are countless temp agencies in every city looking for hard workers to fill temporary positions. This is the wonderful way to gain new experiences in various industries and make more money. Or if you have a car, you can become an Uber driver or you can deliver pizza. There's a lot that you can do. Number 7, be open to random jobs. Um, I remember, well, you can't do that anymore, but you can go online, Google, look for temp jobs, look for random jobs, maybe mowing lawns. If you live in a neighborhood where there are some elderly people, near you or close to you, offer to mow their lawn, take care of their lawn for them, so on and so forth. In other words, when you decide to make a change in your life, you have to be open to possibilities. You have to look for uh, things that you could do to reach the goal that you've set for yourself. And nothing is too good to do to start working towards your goal. It doesn't mean that you have to do the lawn service forever, but you may start doing that lawn service, and because you're working that, then you can move on to something else. You never know. Um, Drive service, drive for a ride share service. Uber, Lyft are taking over the taxi industry. I don't know what's going to happen when Elon Musk comes on with his taxis, but Uber and Lyft are major right now. If you own a car and don't mind letting strangers ride in the backseat, consider driving for one of these share ride services. You can make extra money. Research, there are times where, say, if you're in a certain city, I remember hearing a lady on a podcast talk about how she was in an Uber car and this guy had a computer. He was taking stats. And he basically told her on rainy days in a specific area, he made more money. And then he noticed that he could make more money on those days and not have to work extra on other days, you know. But again, Uber, Lyft. I see this happening in big cities, like becoming a pet walker or sitter. If you love pets, people will pay you to watch their pets. Do it. It's an easy way and another way to make money. 10th thing you could do is get a gig in a service industry. Working as a server or bartender has put many college students through school. The schedule is often flexible and earnings are high during evenings and weekend. You can earn some tips during your weekend rather than spending your money. You have to control your spending habits. That's why most people are living paycheck to paycheck, because they have no control over their money. Because you have no control over your money, you're always wondering where it went. And also having something to do on weekends will get you out of the house, gives you a reason to be out, uh, because you're working toward a goal and not just sitting around bored and then making a decision to go out and spend money. The 11th thing you can do is babysit. If you love children, become a babysitter. If you get to spend some time with some kids and make some extra money, why not? 12th thing you can do is take part in a focus group. Focus groups are used by companies to test consumer feedback in a controlled setting. Some participants report earnings as much as $100 an hour for their time. Look into it, people. 14, go mystery shopping. Oh no, 13th thing is become a test subject. Earnings depend on how comprehensive the medical tests and procedures are. So as long as you're not afraid of needles, you can participate in clinical studies and be paid for your time. Yeah. And you can learn about these things from the U.S. National Institute of Health. Look into it. The 14th thing you can do is go mystery shopping. The benefits of mystery shopping often aren't the amount of money you bring home, but the fact that your entertainment or shopping expenses are reimbursed. Look into it, people. Sign up for Ebates. If you already plan to make a purchase, use Ebates to get cash back for that purchase. Make sure to only use the site for pre-planned purchases, or else you'll run into risk of spending more than you save. That's something you can do. The 16th thing you can do is sell valuable belongings, especially if you don't need it, whether it be via consignment shop, eBay, a pawn shop, or even just your own yard sale. Take advantage of the wealth you have just sitting around in your home. You may not need it. Get rid of it. Sell it. Pay off your debt. You'll get the advantage of making extra cash as well as minimizing your collection of stuff that you can't take with you. Rent out your home. That's what I did. If you live in a desirable destination, leverage that to rent out your home to travelers and tourists. I did it. I built a home, lived in it for, I think, 8 months, and left, rented it out, and have been renting it out successfully for 5 years. And I have another home that I inherited that I've been renting out for at least 7 years. Read for knowledge. Warren Buffett estimates 80% of his typical workday is spent reading. Instead of getting wrapped up binge watching your favorite show on Netflix, I was about to say something. Challenge your mind by reading a book that will expand your knowledge of the world and give you the tools you need to improve your financial situation. Like, you can't expect to save more money, earn more money, if you don't know how to do it. You may have to read a book. Also, there are a lot of audible books on YouTube, So, read a book, people. 19th thing is find comfort in financial uncertainty. While you may find comfort in familiarity, most millionaires find that same comfort in uncertainty. It's what gives them the fortitude to make financial risk and gain the most reward. Use that mindset to challenge yourself to take steps outside of your comfort zone and grow your wealth. There are a lot of videos that I watch. I watch a couple hours of videos a podcast today where I heard millionaires say they took a chance where things were not guaranteed. Then when they took that chance, things fell apart. But it fell apart, but they believed in the goals that they were setting for themselves. They kept pushing forward, and again, now they're millionaires. Some people were homeless. So you sometimes have to take a chance. Yeah. The 20th thing you can do is invest your savings. I talked about that on my video the other day, the 75, 15, 10 rule. Like 75% of your income should go towards your expenses, 15% you should invest, and 10% should go towards savings, creating your emergency fund, right? You have to invest your savings, people. You have to have, well, first you have to have savings in order to invest. And in order to have savings to invest, you need to have control over your money by creating a budget and lowering your debt to income ratio and living below your means. We have to stop living above our means, people. Live below your means and invest your savings. The average savings account only offers a measly, maybe 0.6%. Point no, not zero point 0.6, 0.06% return to your account balance. Over the last 100 years, the S&P 500 has brought back on average over 10% if you invest. The reason why most people don't invest because they're afraid, because it's an unfamiliar territory. It's something that's not taught, so they just don't do it. And if you're saving all of your money in the bank, you're losing money because of inflation. So instead of letting all of your savings sit in the average bank account, learn how to invest and earn passive income through interest. You earn money in your sleep when you invest. The stock market can be up today, down tomorrow. It can be up for 3 months, then down for a month. It just fluctuates. But on average, it has brought back, the S&P 500 has brought back again, over 10%. I have my S&P ETF has brought back over 27%. I have an information technology ETF that's brought back like 30%. My Tesla stock has brought back maybe 60 to 80%. So you have to invest your money. I wake up and the stock market's about to close. I either made money or I lost money. Again, and also some of these companies pay dividends. They pay you for owning the stock. So the thing with the dividends, there's so much extra money that these companies make. Instead of giving the money out or paying it in taxes to the government, they pay it in dividends to the shareholders. There are a lot of you, like I mentioned Netflix in one of these things, in one of these statements, right? There are a lot of people that have Netflix account, but they own no Netflix stock. There are a lot of people that shop in Walmart, but they own no Walmart stock. There are a lot of people that have AT&T services, use Johnson & Johnson products, buy Starbucks coffee, and they own none of these stocks that pay dividends. General Electric, they pay Coca-Cola, they pay dividends for owning them. And that compounds. That interest is outside of the money that you're using to buy the stock. This is extra money. And you can have that money reinvested back into your portfolio and into the stock, which allows it to grow. And the more and more interest that it makes over time, your balance continues to grow. And as you dollar cost average that 15% or more into your stock account or your 401k, the more and more money you make over time. Slow and steady wins the race, people. Get rid of this popcorn mentality where you think and feel like you have to be rich like right now. You have to be wealthy like next week. Take your time. Take your time. You will appreciate it, in my opinion, a lot more when you take your time and when you understand what it is that you're doing and how it all works. Because it can be an emotional roller coaster when you invest. That's why you have to get out of your feelings and understand the process. So the 21st thing that you can do is surround yourself with people you admire. Watch these videos, share these videos, look at other videos like mine or just other inspiring videos on YouTube. Seek people in your current city, neighborhood that are where you would like to be. Find a group. They're on Facebook. They're on Instagram. Surround yourself with like-minded people because you are pretty much who you hang around. If those that you hang around are broke, you're broke. If those that you hang around with living paycheck to paycheck, you're more than likely living paycheck to paycheck. You have a lot in common. That's why you don't mind hanging around with one another. But if you don't like that, seek others like yourself. So think of this as a master class in networking. That's why people have networking groups so they can meet other like-minded people, entrepreneurs, so on and so forth. So it's true that your financial class tends to mirror the people you spend the most time with. So make it your goal to start surrounding yourself with the kind of success you aspire to be. It's that simple. The 22nd thing you can do, almost done, stay hungry and stay busy. Inertia is the basic law in physics that states an object in motion stays in motion, but an object at rest tends to stay at rest. So if you do nothing, if you're sitting there and you're thinking about all the stuff that you want and need, but you're not doing anything, don't expect anything. So keep your momentum going by waking up early and filling your day with meaningful tasks that keep you moving towards your goals. That's why I continue to do these videos. It keeps me motivated. I was in a rut this morning thinking about some things, just thinking. It happens. I'm human. You're human. Every day is not going to be peaches and cream. Just because you choose to change your situation and set goals for yourself doesn't mean it comes without challenges. You have to understand that you have a way of thinking, your upbringing, the people you're surrounded by, trying to get away from. It has impacted you, mentally and psychologically. The things that you watch on TV, it affects you. And so trying to start a new journey, it's not easy. And that was my problem, thinking like, oh, okay, because I made the decision to change my life, I was expecting things to get easier. No, it actually gets more challenging. Because now everything that you believe up until that point is going to start challenging your new beliefs. And negativity is very powerful. The wrong mindset, thinking that you're still not good enough, you're not smart enough, it is a very powerful thought, and it can make you feel as though it's true when it's not. But you have to fight. The light always, takes over the darkness, but it's not going to be easy, and it's something that you have to continue to work at. That's why it says here, an object that's in motion has to stay in motion. You have to keep motivating yourself. You have to understand why you're doing what you're doing and the reason why you don't want to go back to where you're coming from. It wasn't nice, so why stay there? So the last thing that you can do, right, gain skills, not just a formal education. So many of the rich people in the world don't seem to think a higher education is critical to success. If many people in America would just stop for a minute, right? A lot of business owners, even now billionaires in America currently, that may own successful businesses, i.e. Mark Zuckerberg. A lot of these people did not finish college. They dropped out of college and created their business. They had an idea. But those that are graduating from college in thousands and hundreds and fifties and thousands of dollars of debt, you go work for these companies, right? Education is good, but it doesn't mean that it has to be a formal education. You can learn a lot just from your experiences. There are a lot of life coaches that have experienced a lot. And because of their experiences, they've written books. And they're now life coaches. They're motivators. And they even own businesses now. So just understand that. So, rich people look at the acquisition of wealth through a different lens. Their focus is on gaining specific skill sets that will help them make more money, rather than a college degree from a certain career path. Like, think about this. Zuckerberg might have created Facebook, but he's not the chief financial officer. He probably couldn't do that job, right? He's not, over the operations department, So again, rich people think differently, and that's what I've had to learn. They think differently. It's not easy. That's why everyone's not rich. That's why most people are living paycheck to paycheck, because it's easy to spend all of your money. It's easy to go into debt. It's easy to just sign a piece of paper, not understanding fully what you're getting yourself into, only to realize years later that it was not really the best decision you should have made. But you didn't think. And that's the key thing. You didn't think. That's what I'm trying to do, is get you guys to think more. That's why I call this mind your money business. Mind the business that pays you. Think more and pay more attention to your situation and get out of other people's houses and businesses. You have nothing to do with that. You don't even know. We don't even know a lot of these people that we comment on, we don't like, that we see on social media, or we believe what's being told. We don't know. However, what we do know is, or what we should know, is that reflection that we see back in the mirror. We know those individuals or that person's situation. So work on that. Mind that business. Work on that situation. Work on that person to make themselves, or him or herself, or like me, I look in the mirror to figure out ways to make myself better. And that's what I work on. And I'm enough. I don't have time to be trolling people on the internet, giving my opinion on their situation when I really don't know. I really don't know. And it's a waste of time for me to even give my opinion, right? So, yeah, so those were 23 quick things, you know, 23 ways that you could, make more money and stop living paycheck to paycheck. So just remember that your work ethic is the most important component to your success. And then what you're going to learn as you make more money, and what I've learned, is that you don't have to work hard. You don't have to work 16, 20 hours a day to make a lot of money physically. To me, you have to figure out how to work this. When you figure out a way, because here's another thing. Physically, I believe you will make a certain amount of money. But if you need to make more money, it's like you're going to have to somehow figure out a way to not have to do it physically yourself. Like, okay, like for instance, like investing your money. Like my money is working for me. I make money and then I invest my money and then I let my money work for them. Work for me to earn more money. I make sure that I make good, solid investments. And also, say if I have a business, there's only so much I can do to make money in my business. If I choose to grow, I am going to have to hire more people. I will not be able to do all of the work myself. So you're going to have to figure out a way to do more. You just have to figure out a way to do more. And it's not easy. It's not easy, people. And that's the reason why most people don't do it, because it's not easy. Or they would do like I used to do in the past. I would do something or start to do something, and whenever I received any type of pushback, I would stop. Or if things wasn't going my way or the way I wanted them to go, I just stopped. I gave up too soon. A lot of us give up too soon. You have to keep pushing forward. Because again, if you listen to the success story of many people, they will say how when they ran into a rough patch, they just kept going because they believed in their dream, in their idea. And that's not taught. We're taught to get a good grade, learn a trade, and be great at that job that we're working 9 to 5 for that company, and that's it. We're not used to, or we're not taught how to make ourselves better, how we can make ourselves an asset to the world. We're taught how to become an asset to a company, and that company is making millions and billions of dollars. And then at any given time, if they decide to let you go, you're gone. But that's just the way it is. Not saying that there's anything wrong with working for a company, but I'm just giving that as an analogy. So I'm going to end this video here. But before I end it, I'm thinking maybe I will walk you guys down to the beach area. Oh my goodness. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have, but hold on. See that? That's a nice view right there of the ocean. that you can't see yet. This is the Duset Thani Resort, right? Oh, excuse me. There's another one over there. But yeah. Hold on. It's just nice, right? Hold on. I'm trying to adjust my camera stick here. This was not planned, people. I actually did not plan to do this. But like I said, I was in a funky mood today. And I told myself to get out of the house and do something. So yeah, here I am. There we go. Wind the lens. The sun's about to set in a little bit. Seems nice. But this is where I live. Like I said, I am debt free. I have no debt. I work not because I have to, but because I just want to. And that is something that I wish for other people, you know. And, you know, I know it's easy for me to say because of the situation that I'm in, but I was not always in this situation. So, you know, I do know and understand how hard it is. I mean, it is truly hard, people. You know, again, if it was easy to do what I'm doing or to talk the way that I talk or to become a millionaire and a billionaire like so many people, everyone will be in that situation. But not everyone is in that situation because it is not easy. It requires a lot of hard work and discipline. See? And this is it. This is where I live, people. On an island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Like Japan is over there. Korea's over there. You know. So, yep, this is it. This is it. Maybe one day, maybe tomorrow I will come out and do, maybe I would do a video on the beach tomorrow. Right there. You know? So yeah. All right, you guys. So, oh, excuse me. So like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let me know what you think. If you think anything at all. Oh, disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor, nor am I pretending to be one. So please consult with a financial advisor before you invest any of your money. And also, you know, any and all information on my channel is for entertainment purposes only and reflects my opinions. So yeah, this is it, people. This is the life that I live. All right, so you guys take care. Peace.